Nightmare Hospital. Wow. When I read the initial synopsis of this episode, I was kind of worried that it was going to be very devoid of continuity developments. We've gotten some pretty vacuous episodes of the show before, Shirt Club being one of them. I think that was the title, don't quote me. And despite the fact that Steve and Connie episodes have been pretty developmental in the past, I was a little worried that this one would be such a vacuous episode. I was so wrong. This episode was really good. We got to see Rose's sword. We got confirmation that Connie is practicing her swordplay with Rose's sword. That is so cool. And we finally got, spoilers alert by the way, Connie confessing to her mother exactly what she's involved in with Steven, and her mother coming to terms with it and accepting it because it is part of their world, part of their universe, you might say. We also have the return of the cluster gems. Not just the original cluster gem, because it's bubbled, it's safe, but additional full developed clusters that are actually more humanoid and more dangerous than the full-size cluster we saw in kindergarten. These clusters were scary. They behaved like typical horror movie zombies, and they were disfigured and ugly and just kind of existentially creepy. And while they weren't particularly strong, not even being strong enough to break through a pane of glass, they definitely invoked a few different levels of fear, one of which being how many more of these things are there and exactly how much trouble are they going to cause before the gems get around to cleaning them all up. We got to see Dr. Maheshwaran, that being Connie's mother, prove that she is actually very capable when thrust into this world, protecting her daughter from these things for actually a decent length of time before Connie and Steven had to step in and finish up. We also got to see a bit of Connie and Steven doing combo attacks again, like they did in Sworn to the Sword. At one point, Steven uses his shield as a springboard to propel Connie at one of the clusters so that she can cut it with the sword. It was absolutely fantastic and proves that the two of them are going to be a fantastic combat pair. Overall, this was a creepy episode full of action that also managed to further the main plot and the continuity of the series. I loved it. It was great, and I'm really looking forward to what comes next.